Ever looked at your comb and wondered why there's so much hair left behind? Hair loss is a common concern, isn't it? We all have those moments where we're taken aback by the amount of hair we see falling out. And let's be honest, it can be quite alarming. Whether you're a man or a woman, hair loss is something most of us will have to face at some point. This topic isn't just about vanity, it's about understanding our bodies and the changes they go through. Hair loss can be a sign of underlying health issues or simply a natural part of aging. Regardless, it's normal to want to understand why it's happening. And that's precisely why we're here. We're going to unravel the mystery of hair loss, explore the various causes, and even discuss potential ways to reverse it. So if you're noticing more strands in your comb than usual, stay tuned as we delve into the causes of hair loss. Hair loss can be a result of various factors, and understanding them is the first step to dealing with it. Let's dive into the mystery of hair loss and unravel some of its most common causes. Firstly, genetics often play a significant role. If your parents or grandparents had hair loss, you might be more likely to experience it too. This is due to specific genes you may have inherited that make you more susceptible to hair thinning or baldness. Known as androgenetic alopecia, it's the most common form of hair loss in both men and women. Next, let's talk about hormonal changes. You might not realize it, but your hormones have a big say in the health of your hair. Significant fluctuations, like those experienced during pregnancy or menopause, can lead to temporary or permanent hair loss. Even certain hormonal disorders, such as polycystic ovary syndrome, can contribute to this condition. Medical conditions are another major culprit. Conditions like lupus, anemia, thyroid disorders, and even certain types of infections can lead to hair loss. For some, the hair loss is temporary, but for others, it can be more permanent. Lastly, we mustn't overlook lifestyle factors. Stress, poor nutrition, and lack of sleep can all contribute to hair loss. Even the way you style your hair can make a difference. Tight hairstyles, for instance, can cause a condition called traction alopecia, where the hair is pulled out from its roots, leading to bald patches over time. So, you see, the mystery of hair loss isn't so mysterious after all. It's a complex issue with multiple contributing factors, some of which are within our control, and others not so much. The good news is that understanding these causes can help you take proactive steps toward managing and possibly even reversing hair loss. So it's not just about aging, but a combination of factors that can lead to hair loss. Genes play a significant role in hair loss. Ever heard of the term male pattern baldness or female pattern baldness? Well, these terms aren't just thrown around for no reason. They're rooted in the realm of genetics, giving us some insight into why some of us might be reaching for that hairbrush a little more often than we'd like. Let's delve a little deeper into this. You see, our DNA, the blueprint of our bodies, is passed down from our parents. And sometimes, along with eye color, height, and whether or not we can roll our tongues, we also inherit a predisposition to hair loss. This doesn't mean that hair loss is inevitable if your parents or grandparents experienced it, but it does increase the likelihood. Now, you may be wondering, why is it called male pattern or female pattern baldness? That's a great question, and the answer lies in the patterns that hair loss typically follows. In men, hair loss often starts at the temples or on the crown of the head, while women usually experience a broad thinning across their entire scalp. It's these distinct patterns that have led to the terms we commonly use today. However, it's important to remember that hair loss is a complex issue, and genetics is just one piece of the puzzle. Other factors like diet, stress, and underlying health conditions can also contribute to hair loss. So, while your genes might load the gun, it's these other factors that often pull the trigger. Still, understanding our genetic predisposition can be a powerful tool in our arsenal against hair loss. It can help us be proactive, seeking early intervention and treatment, or making lifestyle changes that might help keep our locks luscious for longer. So, if your parents or grandparents experienced hair loss, there's a chance you might too. But remember, it's not a certainty, and there are plenty of steps you can take to help keep your hair healthy and full. Stay tuned as we explore more about these factors in our next segments. Hormones